How are we doing today? I am going to be coming to I'm going to be coming to you. Is this upside down? It should be orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Well, that's ridiculous, but it's doable. I can fix that. It's just not as fun. What? All right. Look. Hey gang, how we doing today? It is good to see you here. This is going live on YouTube is actually kind of a real pain in the butt here, but I have something I'm very excited to bring with me here. Very excited about this. It looks like it's a little bit in the dark. Maybe I need to adjust it. I have this ready to do landscape because it just seems like landscape is a much better way to do it, but it's kind of why I prefer Instagram Live. It's just, it's stupid. Look, I have these right here, the DC versus Marvel cards. You'll notice that they do have price stickers on them. That's fun. I got these at a slightly better deal because I paid for them. I paid for them in bulk. These are great. I found out recently that my good friend Ron Mars, who wrote the DC versus Marvel comic, actually wrote the backs of each of these cards. Now, what we're looking for here, aside from the standard great cards, is that there are amalgam preview cards, one per hobby pack. And we also have hollow effects cards, which are one per 8 packs. So we should pull a couple of those. We have impact cards that are one out of every 2 hobbies. And then the real ones we're going for are the Mirage, one out of 360. One out of 360 of these. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to carry some of these next time I know I'm going to see Ron in public. Yeah, really great, great stuff. So these are 1995. So I was a little bit nervous about them being bricked, but they seem good. It seems like they're not going to have too much paper loss or any all. So we're going to start right here with Galactus. Not mad about that. Yeah, there's no doo-doo suit showdown. We have Man-Bat versus Lizard. I actually really like the choices that some of them are making. Some of the like characters, like Superman would fight Juggernaut. He sure would. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so what I'm noticing, and these actually have like a treasured impact. So it says right here, Impact Limited Edition subset. This is artist by Julie Bell. So Impact is one out of 2 every hobby boxes here, and it's textured. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a texture on the back of this card that's fascinating. Yeah, that was rough. So these actually came with ballots. So if you bought these cards, Marvel and DC were desperate for attention in 1995. The comics industry was in rough shape. And this set actually did its job. But you would actually literally, you could full out who you wanted to win. You could fill that out and you could mail your ballot. So each one of these packs is going to have that ballot. We have Bullseye and Deadshot, obviously. We have a Kingpin card. We have Thor. Look at 95 Thor. 1995 Thor. What did we do with you? Black Adam and Mandarin. That is an interesting choice. Really cool. Very, very fun stuff here. We have Tom Morgan doing that. We have Jimmy Palmiotti did this one. So we see the different sort of card sets. We have battles. We have whatever. But this is the impact here. It's 15 of 18. And you can see the denting. You see the Superman shape in the arm right there. So these are great. I actually am very happy with these, the way they go. There's no paper loss on them. A little sticky because of the gloss, and that does happen, but not a damage. No damage on these, which is great. I need to get a better playmat to use here. We have Doctor Doom v Cyborg. Boy, were these guys looking some kind of way at this point in time, huh? We have Magneto. This has got to be Kubert, right? This looks digitally colored, but that's, yeah, Andy Kubert. Some art styles you're never going to see. We have a Captain America versus Batman card. This is beautifully painted. And it is by Dave Dorman. Yeah, that makes sense. We have Dr. Polaris versus Magneto. That's not going to be, it's not going to last very long. And is this Jason Armstrong? There we go. Look at that. Oh, that is great. Those beautiful. Is that a Julie Bell? Orbic. I've never heard of that person before, but they did good stuff. We have a Joker card. We have the Hawkeye Green Arrow. That one's pretty natural. And Quicksilver. Yeah, it's funny with the Cap versus Batman card because there was also a promotional card that came out that was Batman versus Captain America. Yeah, you can get custom mats, and that's the plan was to get one. They're surprisingly not cheap to get them made, but I would like to get one with like the, this logo on it or something. So we have a Jubilee. We have Absorbing Man versus Steel. That doesn't seem very fair. We have our first repeat card with Galactus. And then we have that Man-Bat versus Lizard. And if you listen to Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, and we have this Black Adam v Mandarin card. If you listen to Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, big day for Man-Bat. He made his premiere on our episode today. So these are going... Yeah, we do love Gen X Jubilee. Those designs were great. These are, as a reminder, if any of these interest you and you are a member of the rookie card tier, patreon.com/Jeff May, you'll be getting some of these in the mail. Please feel free to tell me which ones you want. Superman versus Juggernaut. Now, this one is not an impact card, but it's the same front card. So if you look, right, we have, sorry, they're a little bit sticky. I've got a handful of cards right there. Oh, that explains it. Okay. When I was looking at that before, I didn't realize this card was stuck to it. This is the impact card that mattered. The Atom. That's why I was like, it doesn't feel raised on the other side. This is raised. So the cards are a little bit sticky, as you can tell, by the fact that I already screwed up, and I'm going to have to maybe go through and make sure I don't have other cards that are literally stuck to each other. Yeah, that Atom is pretty sweet. So yeah, that'll explain why the Superman Juggernaut card, why that, I was like, yeah, that's weird that the back is different. And then we saw that it's the Atom, and I'm an idiot. We have just your standard Captain Marvel. I love when they draw him in the Golden Age style. Deathstroke versus the Punisher. Sorry, Frank, you got no chance on that one. We have the Quicksilver versus the Flash. This was one of the big ones. That was one of the ones people were like, who would win? And everyone's like, the Flash. All right, we have just a standard Green Lantern. We have the Ray and Nova. That's a great mix. Wolverine and Lobo. That was the one everyone cared about. And then because of how it was written, people weren't necessarily stoked on how it was done, but it's a good card. And then Kadabra. So I'm guessing that these are retail, not hobby, because we're not getting these amalgam preview cards. These are tough to open. Like, I have to bite these things open, by the way. They are fighting me every step of the way. Is this how we do it? That's even worse than trying to bite them open. All right. Take that ballot out. Spider-Man and Superboy. Who's the artist on that? That's gorgeous. Joe Jusko. Yeah, that makes sense. We have just Lex Luthor just stoked with a gun. Just having a blast holding just a gun. Bane and Cap. That's a good one. I actually really like how Cap took out Bane in that story. No spoilers. Just the standard Spider-Man card. Looking good. We have Arcade versus Riddler. What a great choice. First off, wow, Arcade, what's going on with your face, dude? But that was a great mix, a great mashup. We have just your standard Juggernaut. Man, this picture rips. Who's the artist here? Casada. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Mole Man and Penguin. Sorry, Pengy Wangy. And Killer Croc versus Abomination. Croc, you got no chance. Uh, all right. We have plenty of packs to get through here, but man, these are awesome looking. You know, honestly, if I had known these cards were going to be such a pain to open, I probably would have like snipped the top of the packs of each one to save me some trouble on here, because it is work getting in here. We have Lantern v Goblin. Sorry, Norman. Just an Aquaman, just hanging out. Azrael versus Sabretooth. That's cool. Who did this art? Is this Jusco? I mean, no, it's kids. So this is the one that's on the box. Is this right here, and you can see rival number 1. So that Hulk versus Superman, gorgeous. Glenn Orbick is the artist of that. Got that ballot there. Cersei. We have a Cable v Captain Atom. Just a classic Hulk right here. And that's a Kubert Hulk. And then Galactus and the Spectre. That is an interesting combo. I really like these combos. And man, what a move by both Marvel and DC to like decide to work together to do this. You know, Image Comics, excuse me, Image had moved along and you know, kind of made Marvel and DC seem kind of old by comparison. And on top of that, you know, the comics world was falling apart, and you know, the speculation boom fell. So, you know, to get through it, that's up. Scarecrow v Scarecrow. I go DC all the way. Good boss, Scarecrow. We have Catwoman here. I wonder who the artist is. It's in the Jim Ballant style, but I don't know if that's Ballant. Stephen Butler. Nightwing and Gambit. Great choice. I'd probably give it to Gambit with the powers, but Nightwing, he's kind of a beast. Killer Croc and Hulk. Man, Croc, you got to stop picking these fights, bro. That Azrael, he's right outside of the X Mansion. That's pretty rad. Blue Beetle and Spider-Woman. That's a good one. And Surfer and Lantern. This is another one of those ones. They've had crossovers in the past. I think Ron Mars wrote that one as well. Surfer Lantern was one of the big ones there. I think ultimately Surfer is a more powerful character, but you know, Lantern is based in maybe more power. Who knows? All right, we got that out of the way. We have Human Torch versus Firestorm. It goes to Firestorm. That dude's nuclear. Woof. Namor, you all right, dude? Namor having a rough go. Palmiotti did that one. The Thing v Solomon Grundy. That's a good one. Oh, I love this art too. Who did this? It's like Scott Collins or something. It's Adam Kubert. That's great. This might be one of my favorite cards art-wise. This is slick as hell. Just your standard Green Goblin. Not bad. A little boring, but not bad. Black Adam coming at you. That seems terrifying. Widow v Canary. Now this is, if you look what they were like doing digital colors in a big way, but they were not, I don't know, it was different, but certainly not great. So the color, yes, so the color is Jung. And that's Jim Ballant. You can tell it's Jim Ballant because it looks very cold. It's funny that he didn't get the Catwoman card. Maybe he was bored. We have an Elektra here. This is a great one. And Doom versus Captain Marvel. That's a cool one. That's a good one. Yeah, Canary. What, did I not say Black Canary? Sorry about that, Dre. Yeah, Matt Froome, I agree. That Thing Grundy, that might be my favorite card of the set so far. Just from a visual standpoint, it rocks. So let's see what we got here now. Warrior versus War Machine. Now, these aren't going to look familiar to any of you. This is War Machine right here. Oh, Canary versus... Yeah, Canary's probably going to win that fight, although Black Widow's... That's a pretty even fight. This is War Machine right here. This is Rhodey, and this is Warrior. And at the time, this is the version of Guy Gardner that we had. So this is actually Guy Gardner that you're looking at right there. Certainly a very 1995 sort of thing. We have Robin Jubilee showing that they're fighting, but two things. One, they weren't fighting; they were dating, I think, at that in this one. But I mean, they do end up fighting. But obviously, Robin, I don't know what the whole thing was. I forget reading the story. We have Croc here. Probably his arms are up, being like, "Why am I picking these fights?" Oh, so this right here, this is very, very good looking card. 3 of 12. This is a Hollow FX. 3 of 12. And I don't. Okay, that's where the hollow is. I was like, where are the hollow effects? I don't see them. Right there in the lights. Yeah, Robin and Jubilee were like flirting a lot in I think they were like they ended up becoming boyfriend and girlfriend in there. Not a bad looking card. These hollow effects ones, they don't look so bad at all. Ah, it's a good card. And it was gorgeous. Who's the painter of this card? Dave Dorman. Yeah, there it is. Um, we have the Penguin, obviously dealing with the mole people. Electro versus Black Lightning. That's a good looking one too. This looks like another Adam Kubert one. I think they're giving Adam Kubert a lot of the really fun pairings. No, it's Derek Robertson. You might know Derek Robertson as one of the co-creators of The Boys uh, with uh, with Garth. We have just your standard Storm here, and then Green Goblin versus the Joker. That's a good one. Yeah, Matt, I'm with you on the spot hollows on that Batman V cap card there. That's a good one. And again, if you want to head on over, excuse me, sorry about that. I just have to bite open a pack of cards. So want to head over to patreon.com/Jeff May. You're more than welcome to sign up for that rookie card tier. And if you want to sponsor a break, you can actually do that too. I have over there, I put it up as public, Polaris and Magneto, that people can, they can do gift cards or whatever at my local shop, which is Burbank Sports Cards, which is also one of the most popular card stores in the world. Oh, look at that one. That's a good one. Bullseye versus Batman. I just talked about this, I think, on an episode of Tom and Jeff Watch Batman. Anyway, yeah, you can send gift cards and I can open them. We have another one of these impact cards, and it is Cyclops versus Nightwing. Man, you can see the texture raised right there. Julie Bell, you might know she and Boris Vallejo are classic fantasy artists. Hawkeye, Green Arrow. Yeah, that's right. He hits harder than Daredevil. I said Quicksilver, Arcade, and Riddler. I really like that team up here. And then this slick as hell Juggernaut. Man, that looks awesome. All right, we are a third of the way down. That's right. We have two more stacks of packs here that we're going to go through. And I'm going to give away these cards, which is the fun part about this because it can be very dangerous having a card collection at your place, honestly. Like the next thing you know, you're sitting there and you're like, why do I have these 9 giant white cardboard boxes? Hell yeah, look at that. We got another Grundy thing here. Stoked for it. Green Goblin. So collation wasn't particularly great for Skybox at this point in time. Oh, we have Bone Wolverine. This is a great looking card. Who did this? And Adam Kubert. Nice. Oh, and look at that. Iron Man too. That's really slick. Is this an impact card? It is an impact card. Boris Vallejo. See, I mentioned Julie Bell, and there we go. And I like that it's like they give you like the readouts. Armored Avenger Iron Man possesses an arsenal of weapons, but I know it's the man inside the machine that makes the hero. Looking good. We had another Elektra. We have Kingpin and Lex Luthor. That's pretty great, but I don't I wouldn't give Kingpin much of a intellectual advantage, but he could fold Lex in half. Doom and Shazam and Elektra. Yeah, that Cyclops and Nightwing, that is a very Gail Simone card. Maybe we'll tag her on something on Twitter about it. We have Archangel versus Hawkman, obviously. That's gorgeous too. That's a beautiful looking card. Who did that? Joe Kubert. Hell yeah, Joe Kubert. I'm loving all these Kubert ones. This Captain America, that looks like it's a Kubert too, actually. Andy, yep. So we have Jigsaw and Deathstroke. Sorry, Jigsaw, you got no chance. Abomination wearing Crocs jeans that he just took. Joker, Spider-Man. This Batman with U.S. agents stuff. That's really funny that U.S. agents gear is in one of those little containment units. That's so funny. I love that card so much. Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. Oh, that's great. That's just great. And then Captain Marvel versus Thor. Another gorgeously painted. Is this Dorman? No, it's this Orbic guy again. Orbic is knocking it out of the park. I've never heard of this artist, but they are just killing it. I don't know why I'm trying to open these differently. Jeff, just use your mouth. These are like surprisingly hard to get open. I know I've mentioned that before, but so we have Man Bat and Lizard again. Love that card. We got another Soups v Juggernaut. Captain Marvel. Deathstroke v Punisher. Let's get a new one in here. Let's Thor. Let's get a card we haven't seen yet, huh? Black Adam Mandarin, Green Lantern, and the Ray and Nova. So these are all repeats here. Man, I gotta find a way to get one. Well, I'll show you how hard it is. Like normally with a pack like this, you can then like pull, but they don't. So you have to either do this thing where you like pull it and then go this way, or you do the other thing where I just bite it on the top and pull it down. It's actually a lot easier just to bite it. Spider-Man v Superboy, looking good. Classic gun Lex. Cap and Bane. Not Captain Bane, but Captain America and Bane. Another sick Ben Reilly style Spider-Man. Get that out of here. It's too late. I already voted. Mole Man and Penguin, Killer Croc and the Abomination, DC's The Flash. I think this is a card. Oh, these are two cards we haven't seen before. The Flash and Steel versus Iron Man. Steel, you are no chance, bud. Playing Mr. McMahon's music as you're coming down there with that. Yeah, just bite him, Jeff. I'm actually really excited to learn more about this Orbic artist. I don't know why it was so hard for me to. So we have the DC versus Marvel Wonder Woman and Storm card. Gorgeous again. See, they're a little bit stuck, but no paper loss here. Really beautiful card there. Real stunning. Eric Peterson on the art. We have Dr. Polaris. Looking good. We have Torch v Firestorm. And that sad bad namer. Blue Beetle v Spider-Woman, and Spider-Woman, excuse me. Silver Surfer and the Green Lantern. That's a killer one right there. The Black Adam card, and then Widow v Canary. Maybe the Superman and Lois version of Steel. Yeah, with all that Luthor tech, but, I mean, just, Iron Man is just better. He's just a better version of Steel. And, and I don't think they would want to make Steel be like that level. Like he's more of a down to earth guy. This Wolverine card again looks slick as hell. I love the two Scarecrows. I love the Scarecrow, and Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel. We have Wonder Woman, and I realize that she has Elektra's Psy in there. That's pretty great. Nightwing and Gambit. Just Bullseye right here. The Kingpin Lex Luthor, again, looks great. Just a killer look. These... yeah. Croc, what are you doing, man? Stick to fighting men in pajamas. You don't want to fight the Hulk. Huh. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there are like 3 loud-ass children outside. And they're like yelling at each other. And then I realized, oh yeah, that makes sense. School just got out right nearby, so they're walking. Cap and Bane. We got another Spider-Man. That's good. I know a lot of people are big Spidey fans, so the fact that I can mail out multiple versions of this card makes me happy. Doom and Cyborg. Yeah, I like that his either his hood got knocked off. What is it? Peter Von Doom retreated into a metal shell in his face, blah, 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 blah. It's just Clark Kent talking about him. Ooh, look at this Impact card. Widow v. Wonder Woman. No chance, Widow. Sorry, Natasha. But yeah, that's great. Look, you can see it's the Impact card. You can see the indentations right there. Right in the boobs area. Good for us. And that is a Boris Vallejo. So yeah, they definitely went all out with those by going with Boris and Julie Bell. We have that Flash. I do like that they're putting them like Flash in Avengers Campus. You know, like I like that they're putting them in positions where, God, that Aquaman and Namor card, that rips. Is this Orbic guy again? Yeah, look. Orbic. Yeah, these are so slick. Look at this card. If this was a painting, I'd be like, yeah, how much? Like if that was like a painting up for sale at a place. Like that is unbelievable. Oh, here we go. Azrael Sabretooth here. Another one of these Superman v Hulk cards, super cool looking. And this is Orbic as well, if I recall, right? Oh, but they tell you that it's Glenn Orbic, so we get his first name now. So I'm wondering if because that's the #1 card, if they were just like, let me just name him on the first one. Really, again, just a slick card. Oh, so Dooms is not wearing a hood. Oh, Oliver's saying he looked up Glenn Orbic. Dude has an amazing. So yeah, you're all finding that. Oh, we got our first Superman solo card. That's pretty great. We have the Joker v Spider-Man, another great one. Okay, so that's good. And then we have the fantastic Batman. Yeah, the mulleted Superman. That's the 90s wasn't great for Superman between the mullet, between the red and blue split, where he was all like an electric guy. This lizard is insane. It has Q*bert energy to it, but what's the deal with this fin here? The eyes are telling me, oh, it's Jim Ballant. Jim, have you seen the lizard before? Wonder Woman holding Mjolnir, which is a great thing, I believe, when she like lifted it and handed it to him. Said like, here, you drop this. Ivy v Black Cat. Black Cat punching out of her weight class, but I'm not mad about it. We got Lobo up in here, just hanging out in Professor X's chair with Wolverine's shadow in the background. Yeah, they should have done a mullet Superman versus mullet Nightwing. I remember there was like the Batman Legends of the Dark Knight toy line, and the Nightwing looked just like Jose Canseco with long hair. He was so jacked. Darkseid v Thanos. This is the one people always argue about. The way this is drawn, it looks like Ron Lim might have drawn this. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and inked by Mark McKenna. Okay, so these are both good friends of mine. Some of you actually got, that was really loud. Some of you might have actually gotten Ron Lim autographs in your packages a couple months ago. I believe your packages that mailed out in August, some of them had Ron Lim autographed trading cards. We have Superboy in Spider's Webs here. Riddler v Daredevil. Riddler, you're screwed, bud. And then, oh yeah, look at that. Catwoman versus Elektra. This is, again, this has to be Orbic, right? Yep. God, these are so good. This Glenn Orbic guy, man. I don't know. I mean, I must be familiar with his work. I had to have seen it. I can't imagine living in the world that I've lived in and not having seen. Yeah, yes, Jeff has friends that are cool. Yeah, it's funny. I was at the comic shop this morning and I ran into one of my cool friends, Michael McMillian, who's done the show. You might know him from True Blood and all that. And then I also ran into my friend Darren DePaul, who's a big voice actor, and he's in a ton of things. And he's on deck to do the show soon. So, but yeah, we were the three of us buying in a row. Two Face and Jigsaw. That's a good matchup. I like that. I like that matchup. Lantern v Goblin. I like how he's shooting a green web. Who drew this? Chuck Washtowitz. That's very smart that he did spider webs with the green there. Marvel v Marvel. Love that. Love that forever. Marvel v Thor. God damn, look at those. We have just a Cersei. Oh yeah, when I ran into and Cable and Captain Atom. I don't think Cable has much of a chance here. Derek Robertson, hell yeah. Yeah, that time that I did run into Leonard Maltin after we recorded the episode of Nerd on Gremlins 2, and I asked to take a picture, but only, I believe, to send to Dre, who is in the comments here. And I was just like, hey, can I take a picture of you? Not to post. I'm not going to be a freak about it. I just want to show my co-host that I ran into you because we talked about how great Leonard Maltin is. Hey, T from Cleveland. Welcome to Pacific Time, baby. Dr. Polaris. Human Torch v Firestorm. We got that sassy Namer here looking like a pirate. Hell yeah, that thing in Grundy. I have a feeling a couple people are going to be asking for this, so I'm glad we get multiples of it because that's just a gorgeous card. You never want to forget about Dre. Black Adam. Widow v Canary. It's that Jim Ballant artwork. The Frightened Elektra. And Doom versus Marvel. That's a good one here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 packs left here. Yeah, Dre, you're the only person that got the picture of me and Leonard Maltin because he seemed very trepidatious when I was like, hey, would you mind doing a photo? And I told him, I was like, I never do this. It's just, I literally just posted a podcast and we talk about you at length and then you show up outside of my barber. We have a Killer Croc. Hey! Thor and Wonder Woman. That's a great matchup there. Great style, too. Is this Adam? Oh, it's Casada. Yeah, I should have known. That Silver Surfer is incredible. Look at this. This art is so good. The coloring on this really lands. Who did this one? It's Joe Quesada, of course. Simon Eric. Shout out for him. Enchantress v Cersei. Good for them. Goblin v Joker. We have the solo Thanos card here. And the checklist. Getting those checklists. All right. Yeah, the Joker has had some interesting takes, especially when you'd see like, I remember in the 80s, it was always interesting when the Joker would show up and like everybody else would have very like, accurate human depictions. And then he would always look like he was just wearing a rubber mask. And I never really enjoyed that where he had like the super, I get why they did it. I just never really liked it. Lantern v Goblin. We have that Aquaman. That is, what is this the ink colorist's fault that there's no shading there? So it looks like he has a baby arm. Uh, yeah. Can I say God bless T from Cleveland? Can I say God bless Jeff for explaining to Tom why hot cartoon women have better apartments? Yeah, yeah. She says a great apartment. That was our on the Catwoman episode. So Jim Calafiore, and then McKenna doing. So these are great artists. I don't know what's happening here with the shortening. It just didn't. The colorist must have not added the shading in there, but look at this one. This is a Julie Bell. I can already tell this is Julie Bell. This is the Crimson Fox, right? Not Vixen, Crimson Fox. Impact. It's Boris Vallejo. I was wrong. It's not Julie. It's Boris. It's her husband. Um, an interesting card to have as an impact card. Did they just give impact cards to random? Cersei. What did they say about Cersei? It's easy to see she's an enchanting leader, but I'd rather not fall under her spell. Thanks. You have to admit, she looks great for her age, especially since she's an ancient sorceress with a nasty habit of heating up the battle between the sexes. I don't. Good job, Pete. Cable and Captain Atom. Just a standard Hulk causing damage, and then Galactus Inspector, another really great card. And yeah, look at that mouth. Yeah, thanks for the info, Pete. Yeah, real good job. All right, here we go. Coming up on them. Still looking for that Mirage, that 1 in 360 packs Mirage card that we're waiting on here. We got Robin. We got Batman v Bullseye. I love this artwork right here, too. It's very clean, very crisp. Who's that? Ron Wagner. Good job, Ron. Spider-Man v Superboy. I think this is going to be an Orbic. If I was going to be guessing, which I am. Nope. Joe Jusko. I guess I'm dumb. Gun Luther. Tossing that. Arcade and Riddler. That Juggernaut. That slick Juggernaut here. Mole Man and Penguin. I like how they're just like, the Virgins. And then, yeah. Abomination. What are you nervous about, dude? What are you afraid of? Okay, hold on. We got another weirdly drawn Aquaman, or weirdly colored, or weirdly inked. I don't know. Azrael versus Sabretooth, great. That Superman Hulk card, still killer. This Bane, where he's catching Cap's shield, is great. Yeah. Abomination is just afraid of jeans. That's the big thing. Yeah, Hulk. Yeah, it does look like he's rage smashing a controller. Like he just can't beat Shao Kahn. Galactus v Spectre. That standard Doctor Doom looks great. And then Superman. 3 packs left. 3 packs to go. We'll do this Joe Jusko Superman, or Superboy, excuse me. 8 cards, 1 ballot. Yeah, so, man, Ron wrote these all. That must have been a lot of work. Ghost Rider and Demon, that's a great card. We haven't seen this one yet. Great combo. We have that Gen X style Jubilee. I don't know who drew this. Jimmy Palmiotti. He made her pretty stacked for a 14-year-old. Come on, Jim. I love Jim. He's like the nicest dude. I hosted a panel with him and Amanda Connor, and during the panel, Amanda drew on an 11 like a Harley and Power Girl on 11 by 17. She even colored it and then gave it away. And that, if you were to buy something like that, it would be $1,000 or more. And she just did it. Galactus. Oh, that's a good one right here. We haven't seen this one yet. Venom and Lobo. That Sabretooth is great too. Who did the Venom and Lobo? This has... Is that a Q*bert? No, it's Joe. Who did the Sabretooth though? This is great too. Quesada. I love when I'm like, who did this? And you look at it and it's like a superstar that's still, in charge. Bullseye Deadshot. And we finally got a Kingpin card too. That looks great. This is a good example of the coloring, how it works. And that's Adam Q*bert. Yeah, so I mean, you look, you got Quesada, Palmiotti. Like, there are some artists that are still very active. So I really love that. These are, 30 years old, and these guys we're reading about are still doing great. Quicksilver versus the Flash. Oh, we have Darkseid here, holding the Cosmic Cube. Oh, we got that Ghost Rider Demon again. That's good. Oh, this is an impact card if there I ever saw one, huh? See that? Quicksilver looking good. That's a Boris Vallejo. It's hard to fight a foe you can't catch. I'd be lucky to snare lightning fast Quicksilver with my lasso of truth. Thanks, Diana. Wolverine Lobo. I have a feeling that's going to be a card I'm going to mail out a bunch. Glad I'm getting it. Kadabra. I'm assuming that's not going to be... Oh, we got another Venom Lobo. That's good. It's funny, too, because, I'm seeing a lot of... Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm seeing a lot of these, and I'm like, okay, I know what people are going to ask for in my inbox. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, Ghost Rider and Demon are about to kiss. They love each other. And to finish off hashtag Rookie Card Wednesday, we have the Green Goblin. We have this slick Wolverine here. We have the Scarecrow v. Scarecrow. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's so good. This is one of those... Is this the Hollow one? Yeah, Hollow FX. I think we have another one of these in the stack. I'll have to go through this Hollow FX. But yeah, those are great looking. Gorgeous. Part of me wants to get it graded just to see what it comes back as. Bullseye. All right. We have Kingpin v. Lex Luthor. We have Hulk versus Croc. And then the last card of the pull is going to be this Slick Azrael. So look at that. Barry Kitson, you are our last artist of this. So that does it for us. Let's take a look at some hits, shall we? While I'm here. Sorry about my... we got some of these Hollow Effects cards that just look so good. We have Impact, another Impact card, another Impact card, Impact Iron Man, Impact Scott and Dick, Hollow Effects Batman and Cap here. And I'll go through and I'll find. I'm sure there's going to be more Hollow Effects that I might have missed as we go through. And we got that checklist. Let's see if I can find any Hollow Effects by looking at the backs real quick. Let's see what we can get. They're a little sticky. And don't worry, these will be penny sleeved. But again, if these interest you, head on over to patreon.com/Jeff May. Sign up for You Get the Jeff May Rookie Card tier or Two-Face, and I will send these to you. And if you want to sponsor a break, you're more than welcome to do that. All you have to do is contact me either through email, on Patreon, through social media, and just you can pick up you can grab a gift card at the Burbank Sports Cards, and then I can go and buy whatever you want. Um, yeah, a video of why I'm sending stuff to grade. I actually had I hung out with Adam all day yesterday. Adam Todd Brown, my co-host of You Don't Even Like Sports Cards, and we went through some cards for grading as well. I was gonna send some Marvel masterpieces that I had, but I was trying to look like all the corners had this slight rounding to them that I started to realize after a while. Like most cards you see out, they have like this sharp corner that you see here. You poke yourself on the corner. But the Marvel masterpieces have more of a slightly rounded edge. So it was hard for me to be like, are these all, am I just wasting money? Oh, wait, we have a card here. This Gambit Nightwing card was stuck to a Wonder Woman v Storm card. So we might have missed that on the first run. But yeah, so you'll notice the backgrounds very, very specific. The backgrounds that we're looking for that I might have missed are either these impact cards or these hollow effects. So that's what we're looking for. I might have missed one of the hollow effects because I was just figuring it out. It might be in that earlier stack. A silly set. Just randomly keep sponsoring it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, as long as Burbank Sports Cards has it, I'll open it. I'll do it, man. Yeah, they're really glossy, so it shouldn't surprise anyone that they tended to stick. See, even now when I'm doing this, they're kind of sticking. All right. So, I wonder if these aren't like, because the Captain America card looked like a number 2. And I was like, but wasn't the Superman and Hulk? I would assume that they were all there. Hopefully they're not. You know what I'll do? I'm going to go back to the checklist and see how they collate these. If they do it by like heroes, villains, battles, and they renumber them. Or if it's just one of those things where the card numbers are pretty random. So it doesn't look like I pulled any more of those hollow effects cards or those impact cards unless I missed them on the pull, but there we go. Let me know in the comments what your favorite. Oh, yes. I get that that's the joke you were making, T. I was just trying not to do it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite cards were. I know I have a few favorites. I loved that thing in Grundy a whole lot. Really loved that the Venom and Lobo. That Silver Surfer was absolutely just gorgeous, just the absolute best. But let me know what one you liked the most, and if you screenshot them and you use that hashtag Rookie Card Wednesday, I know Dre will be very excited about that. Like I said, this is going to be doing pretty much every Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, over here on YouTube. I was doing these on Instagram, but I felt like it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So here we are back here. You're all great. Look at that. I trimmed my nails and forgot to... Why am I talking about my nails? You're all great. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's just look at Killer Croc picking a fight that he absolutely shouldn't. Thank you all for watching. I treasure and adore each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.